The things that are in your control for a fight are the same. You know, it's always been funny to me that martial arts have such a history of fake bullshit. Because to me, like a martial art and a martial artist, one of the key factors of developing character is to let go of things like ego through hard work and practice and just getting beat up every day. You know, someone who goes to a gym and pays to get punched in the mouth, they understand violence. So that when they go out into a bar, they understand, hey, getting punched in the face kind of sucks. You know, it's this weird contradictory thinking, but it's safe and it's a great environment and it makes you feel like a fucking man. So being a martial artist, you're supposed to let go of things like ego. But even to this day, we see tons of fakeness in martial arts, and maybe it's the ki blasts or the McDojo style, but even just like techniques that people will tell you will work, and it won't. It's crazy to me. This is why channels like Hard to Hurt or Fight Smart Trav, they're exposing these concepts and these lies all the time, and it's not hard. But you know, things like, oh, if you hit the nose this way, the cartilage will go up into the. That would have happened by now. It's never happened. Look at boxing; they get punched in the nose, they break their nose all the time. I've had my nose broken. It's, you know, it's one of those lies that people tell themselves. People who can't fight tell other people, and it just gets passed around in a circle, I guess. I don't know. Fighting isn't that hard. For the most part, everyone's got 2 arms and 2 legs, and we use them effectively. It's not that hard. You can look it up. We've been doing it for a millennia. We've been hitting each other, punches, kicks, spears, swords. We've been doing this since there were 2 people on the planet. That's what we've been doing. We've been trying to kill each other in some way with martial arts, pushing and pulling on each other, throws, everything. We've been doing it for a while. Fighting isn't that hard. There are so many myths and fake techniques, and it's just problematic. Like some of these aren't just problematic, like, oh, that won't work. Some of these can be dangerous, and they can get you hurt. But what's the biggest lie? What's the biggest lie in all martial arts? I'm not talking about a style. What is the biggest lie in martial arts? What works in competition will not work on the street. If someone ever says to you, I train for the streets, what they're learning is bullshit. Fighting in a ring or on a mat, a big open mat, is the same as fighting in the street. That's the honest truth. Except for when it's not. So here, like, the differences, right? Well, on the street, there's no referee. There's no illegal strikes. There could be weapons. Limited space. Cars driving in the street. Multiple people could be fighting. You could be on grass or concrete. All these crazy differences. So, Matt, what are you talking about? You're being crazy right now. A jab is still a jab. A cross is still a cross. A double leg takedown is still a double leg takedown. The things that are in your control for a fight are the same. Everything that is in your control, what you can do about it once you are in a self-defense situation, are the same. Maybe you carry a flashlight around. I do. This is a self-defense Olight. MTR Warrior. Link in the description below if you're interested. So maybe there are some factors that are in your control that might sway your favor. This is very bright, 1800 lumens. If you shine it at someone, it's gonna take them a second to realize what's going on. That's why I carry a flashlight. Maybe you're in America, you can carry a gun. Maybe that's something for your self-defense. Those are the things that you can worry about. That being said, you still got to know how to fight. A double leg is still a double leg. A roundhouse kick is still a roundhouse kick. Jab cross hook is still jab cross hook. All those things still are the exact same. This drives me crazy when people say, I train for the streets, and they keep their chin up. when you spar with them. They come to your kickboxing class and they have, oh, I got 10 years of this and I got this, and it's all useless. Everything they learned is bullshit. And then they say, well, in the streets it works. No. What works in the streets is the same that works in competition. This is why practical training is so vital and so important. Everything taught in combative martial arts is pressure tested. Someone is resisting you at full force, and it will work. Wrestling is literally just trying to put someone on their back that doesn't want to be there. Judo is grabbing someone that could be their clothes and their body, and they're trying to put them on their back, and they don't want to be there. You guys ever see that video of that Chi master who fights an MMA guy? So at the start, right, this guy claims he's got like a 200 wins, 0, and you can even see a preview of him like throwing dudes. I think he offers like $5,000 to anyone who could beat him. So they start the fight, right? And they're doing their thing, and then you can actually, like, he gets punched in the face, like right here, bang. And even though the video is in crappy 240p, grainy as hell footage, you can still see the horror and shock on that guy's face because he just got punched for the first time. And if you've never been punched ever in your training, if you got your black belt and you've never been punched in the face, I don't know. I think that takes a little bit of the legitimacy out of your black belt. I understand that like Kumite has like point sparring rules and they can only punch here, but for the most part, I think most schools will kind of let it happen. I think any school worth its salt. This is why sparring is so important. You need to feel that. You need to feel that getting punched. You're not made of paper. The human body can take some serious damage, without, obviously risk of concussions and risk of body pain and all that stuff. Yeah, but you can take a little bit. That's why you're doing this, right? What works in the ring works in the street. Very simple. Now, things can get crazy. Knives, gangs, kidnapping, what have you. This is where specialized situational training can come up, right? Like, I'm not against all that stuff. I enjoy doing that stuff. That being said, if your Krav Maga class isn't teaching you the basics of boxing and head movement, it doesn't matter what that guy has, you're going to get clocked. If it doesn't teach you to keep your chin down and your hands up, those are lessons 1 for all martial arts. And this is personally why I find most of these like BS women's self-defense at the YMCA so fucking offensive. If you want to learn how to fight, you got to learn how to fight. We've done all the homework. You go watch, maybe you don't like MMA, but if you watch an MMA fight, that's 2 people fighting. That's all, as much risk and like damage, you know what I mean, from like concrete or all that from the street. We've separated as much as we could. We put in a ref, we put in gloves, and we've called that a fight. That's the only difference. It's a sport, but it's the closest we've got. If you want to learn how to fight, learn how to fight. Don't waste your time with something. Learn how to fight first, then start thinking about scenarios. Well, what if someone does come at me with a knife? What if 3 guys do attack me? What are my best options? These are something to consider. What should I carry for self-defense? A flashlight is a self-defense weapon. A gun could also be a self-defense weapon. Pepper spray. It depends on where you live. Where I live, I can't have a gun. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Matt from Iron Mind and Iron Body. Please hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I'm going to be trying to make at least 1 video every week. I've been on track so far, so we're going to keep this going. Share this around with your martial arts friends. Share this at your dojo. Put this on your favorite subreddit. Get the name out there, guys. Come on. I'm trying to get better at this too. So if you got any suggestions or you got a topic you want me to talk about, please put it in the description below. Have a good one. Peace out.